We first start with MCQ. MCQ questions. Look at the first question. You'll tell me the answer, students. Which of the following numbers are terminating? How do you check terminating? The denominator should be. See, I want you all to answer. Denom- yes. Which one has 2 and 5? Denominator. Unmute and answer. Second option. What's the answer for the first one? Answer B. Second question. Try the second one. What they've asked. Sukriti borrows 8,000 for how many years? Principal is 8,000. Time is equals to 2 years. Rate is equals to 10%. Compound interest. What you have to find, students? What you have to find? Amount at the end of 2 years. Do we need overall value or year by year calculation? What they've asked. Use the formula. What is amount formula? P into 1 plus whole power n. Substitute all this, find the answer. And mostly compound interest, they'll give you only formula based question. You can use direct formula and try it. Time is 2 years. Dia, are you online? Look at the first question. How do you solve the first one? Terminating. How do you check terminating and non-terminating? The denominator should be denominator should be 2 and 5. Answer B. Look at the second one. What's the answer we got, students? 0 gets cancelled. 11 by 10, right? 11 by 10 the whole square. How many times you have to multiply? 2 zeros gets cancelled. What is 11 into 11? Take 121, multiply by 8. What you get? 8. 8 2s are 16. 9. And there is a 0 here. What's the answer? 9680. Third option. And if they ask you all interest, how will you find interest, students? Which do you have to subtract? 9,680 minus 8,000. What will be interest? 1,680. If they ask interest, find amount, then find interest. Third question. Which formula use? Third one? 102 the whole square minus 98 square. Which formula? Yes. What's the answer? 102 plus 98 into. Be quick, complete it. So 200 into, yes, 200 into what? 102 minus 98 is 4. Answer is 800. I've added all the 10 questions from previous years. Got the answer 800? Next one, students. Next question, what is given? Factorize 6x minus 4y plus 6 minus 9x. Split into 2. What's common for the first one? 2y is common. Then what's the remainder, students? 3x minus 2 plus 3 is common. What do you get? You can even rearrange and solve. It's the same. 3 is common. What do you get? 2 minus 3x. Are the bracket values same or different? What do we do to make it same? Change the sign. 3 into 3x minus 2. Now they're equal, right? What's the answer? 3x minus 2 into 2y minus 3. Check which option. What's the answer, students? B is the answer. See, C might be confusing. 2 minus 3x. That's not the answer. This is the answer. B is the answer. Yes, go through quickly. Shall we try the next one? See, this question, you can skip this, student. Similarity question. Similarity you can skip. I'll just mark the answer. If the joining figure ABD is ABD, ABD. The other triangle is similarity concept. Okay, just skip this. I'll just tell you the answer. If you get the same question, mark it. Two sides are equal here. Two sides, and it is a right angle triangle. Side angle side. The answer for this is first option, students. Remember this. If you get the same question, what's the answer? Side angle side. Yes, side angle side. It's a different concept. Do you have similarity or is it cancelled? Oh, similarity is in yes, triangle. Okay. So just take side angle side as the answer. We have one angle, two sides are equal. Okay, the answer is side angle side for this. Side angle side. Next question. Try the next one. Okay, the next one. Remind me, students, after teaching midpoint, I'll solve the sixth one. Okay. Remind me the next one. After midpoint, I'll teach you that. Seventh question. What is asked in the seventh? If the side of a rectangle, what is length? Length is 15. What is breadth? Seventh question. Breadth is 8. You have to find diagonal. What is diagonal of a rectangle? Square root of square plus. So what's the answer? 15 square plus 8 square. 225 plus 64. Square root of 289. The answer is 17. And whenever you remove the square root, student, no, the answer is 17 for this. Is this clear? Which option? Option A. Can you all unmute and tell, did you all understand this? You all go through the formulas later, rectangle, all those things. The answer is 17. You have to use diagonal property, diagonal formula. Next one. So this question I didn't give, I'll teach. The class of a frequency distribution. What is given? 32, 34. Next. What is given, students? 35 to. Then there are continuous value. Then last, what do we have? 52, 54. The actual lower boundary of the class 35 to 39. The actual lower boundary. What is lower boundary here? Okay, actual lower boundary. See, the meaning of actual is actual lower boundary of the class. We have 35 is the lower boundary, upper boundary is 39. Right? Actual lower boundary of the class 35. Okay, we need to convert this. Is it continuous or discontinuous? How is this? How do you make it continuous? Yes. So they have asked us 35 to 39. How do you convert this 35 to 39? 34.5 to 39. So what's the lower value here? Should do we need to mark 34.5 or 35? 34.5 students. The actual meaning is true, true lower limit. For true lower limit, you have to change the value. Remember this. The meaning of actual and true is same. Fine. So what's the true lower boundary? 34.5. This is discontinuous. We should always convert into continuous, students. Convert into continuous and fine. Ninth question. Tell me the ninth one. What is given? Area of a rhombus is what? What is area formula? Area of a rhombus. Half into diagonal 1 into diagonal 2 is equals to 90. What is diagonal 1 value? What is diagonal 1? 10. We need to find D2, right? Yes. Calculate this. Find D2. D2 is equals to 90 into 2 divided by 10. 9 twos are 18. What's the answer, students? 18 centimeters. Completed? 18 centimeter is the answer. Then in circumference, I taught you all one concept, revolution. Revolution. What is the formula for revolution, students? Distance is equals to, see this formula. Let me show that. Can you see this formula here? What's the formula, students? Tell me this formula, what is given? Number of rotation is equals to distance by circumference. Number of revolution is equals to distance by circumference. Same formula. Yes, number of revolution. Make a note. They might give same, but they'll change the value. Number of revolution. Number of revolution is equals to total distance. Total distance travel. Total distance divided by circumference. Total distance divided by circumference. Look here. Total distance moved. Okay, total distance moved divided by circumference of the wheel. Circumference. Here, can you tell me using this formula, students, what are the things given? Circumference given is or radius is given? 10th question. Read the 10th one. What is given? Circumference or radius? Radius. What is radius value? 63. But we need to find circumference. And what else we have to find here? Revolution is given. What is number of revolution? See, left hand side 500. What do we need to find here? How far? What do you mean by how far? How far is? Very good. How far is distance? Just make a note of this formula. Be quick. You'll get one question from this. Use the same formula. Number of revolution is equals to distance by circumference. So distance, keep it as it is. Radius is given, we need to find circumference. What is circumference formula, students? Circumference is equals to 2 pi r. Here, 2 pi r. How do you convert this radius into circumference? 2 into 63. Pi value, take it as 22 by 7. 22 by 7. How many times 7 gets cancelled? 7 ones are 7, 9s are? Yes. So circumference is 2 into 22 into 9. How do you get distance value from here? Which one gets multiplied? 500 into everything, right? Yes, tell me, 500 into 2 into 22 into 9. Let me calculate it. 500 into 2 into 9. What's the answer you got? 198,000. 198,000. 198,000. This is in which one, student? Centimeter or meter? What is this? Centimeter is given? Centimeter. We have to convert into meter. You have to divide it by 100. This is in centimeter. 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeters. You have to convert into meter. Divide it by 100. What's the answer? Meters. Option A. Option A is the answer. See, we don't have 1,98,000 centimeter. If you don't have that, you have to convert into meter. So centimeter, convert into meter, just divide it by 100. You'll get 1980 meters. Quickly go through this. So the formula is number of revolution is equals to distance by circumference. Just a minute. What about this question, students? The other questions, do you all know how to solve? Other questions? Can you all unmute? 11th question onwards, 11 to 15. I've given it in the test paper, right? Okay. I'll give you all 5 minutes time. Just try once again. Just try it once again, 11 to 15. First complete this circumference question. Okay. Then try 11 to 15. Give me 2 minutes. I'll be back. First complete. Students completed? Done? Right, all of you will try. Definitely you'll be able to solve at least 10 to 12 questions MCQ. Another 3 they might change. 3 or 4 they might give from other different questions. So minimum 10 easily you can score in MCQ for whatever you have studied. Done? Okay, what about Dia, Kia, Angel? Okay, I'll quickly just do this student. Just check. If cos A is 4.5, we need to find tan A. The first exercise which we did, tan A, we need to find. How do you find this? How do you solve this? Cos, what is cos formula? Base by what is base? Base is 4, hypotenuse is 5. Which formula we use? H square is equals to p square plus p square plus b square. H square is equals to what is p square? Keep it as it is. B square is square. So p square is, shift this, 25 minus 16. How much is 25 minus 16? Root 9. So root 9 is 3. If you want to find tan, student, what is tan formula? Base. What is perpendicular here? 3. What is base? 4. Answer 3 by 11th is done. 12th one. Abigail, remaining, go through the recording, Abigail. First 10. 12th question, students. 12th one. Be quick. Okay, already done, right? X square, xy is 8. What do we need to find? X plus y. Square this. If you square, what do you get? X square plus y square plus 2xy. X plus y the whole square, keep it as it is. What's the value of x square plus y square? 9 plus 2 into 18. 9 plus 16. How much is 9 plus 16? Shift this square. Shift the square root to the other side. Here you should remember it is not 5 students. Whenever root goes, what did I tell you all? It should be plus minus 5. We always give preference for plus minus first. The option is D. If this wasn't there, then what's the answer? It is positive 5 test. Few students marked it as positive 5. That's not the answer. If plus minus 5 is not there, it is 5. If not, it is always plus minus 5. Clear? Next, 13th one. See, even 13th one, in textbook, it is this question, what they have given is actually different. It's an important one. P4 minus 8 1. A square minus B square. How do you convert? P square the whole square minus P square plus 9 into, you have to further factorize. You have marked it as A option. A is wrong. A is not the answer. P square plus 9 as it is. Which formula can we use here? Second one. So again, P to the power of whole square minus P. What's the answer? P square plus 9 into P. So which option? Which option? Option B. It's the same, right? They've just shuffled. Yes, tell me. They've just shuffled it, students. It's the same option. This, see, 2 into 3 into 2. I can write it as 4 into 2 into 3, right? Is the value going to change? Answer is not going to change. You can rewrite the values, multiplication values. The same concept they've used here. So the option is B, students. If you have marked it as A, it is wrong. Okay, A is wrong. The answer is B for this. I have given it in test. Okay, next question. Area of parallelogram is 48. What is area of parallelogram? Length into, no, half into base into height. That rectangle parallelogram. It is just length into height into base, right? Base into height. Remember this formula, students. What is parallelogram formula? Base into height. What is area value given? What is area? Area is 48. What is height given? Height, height 6. We need to find base. How do you find base? 48 divided by 6. What's the answer? Yes, 48 divided by 6. The answer is centimeter. See, formulas are important. Where is it? What's the formula here, students? What is area of parallelogram given? Base into height. Only for rectangle, it is half into base into height. I mean length into breadth. Only for rhombus, half into d1 into d2. Is this clear? This is the answer. 48 is the answer, students. All of you completed? Next one. See, MCQ, I'm giving preference because out of 15, definitely 100% you can score above 10, students. Whatever we have studied now, based on that, they'll conduct like this. Another 5 questions, they may twist. They may twist the questions from the chapters we have done. Next. Last one, 15th one. What is tan 30 divided by tan 60? What is tan 30 value? By root 3. Divided by what is cot 60? 1 by root 3. How do you multiply this? 1 by root 3 into root 3 by 1. Root 3 gets cancelled. What's the answer? 1. Completed? Done? Cot 60 is also 1 by root 3. Go through the table. I've taught you how to write the tables, right? Write the tables. Get the answer. That's it. We'll start with midpoint, students. Triangles we'll do later. First, we'll start with midpoint. Simple concept. Midpoint theorem, page number 134. Only the first 2 questions will solve. First 2. If you all get that, try that main. If not, skip that main, students. Okay. See, midpoint theorem is nothing but in a triangle ABC. Let us take any two midpoints. Let me take midpoint is nothing but a center value. A and B is given. In between A and B, exactly in between, if I plot a point, this is called midpoint. Fine. If the entire value is 10 centimeter, what will be the value from A to D, students? What's the value from A to D? 5. From D to B? 5. This is known as midpoint. Exactly in between, the distance will be same. Okay, now look here. In on AB, line AB, I'll draw a midpoint. I'll place a midpoint D. Line AC, I'll place a midpoint E. I'll draw a line. So remember, there are two concepts here. DE will be parallel to BC. What do you mean by this? The line DE and BC will be a straight line, right? It's a straight. DE will be parallel to BC. First concept. Next, take the same DE. This line D and E, students. D and E are known as midpoints. Midpoint. The line joining the midpoint will be half of opposite line. What's the line opposite to DE? Which line we have? BC. It will be BC. These are the two things we have to use. That's it. Simple concept. Now the question would be like, if the value of DE is 5 centimeters, if the value of DC is 5, what will be the value of BC? It will be double. What will be the answer? What will be the answer for BC? 10. So these are the two things you have to write. What's the first point you have to write? DE is parallel to BC. Then use this formula. Use this formula. Look here. DE is equals to half BC. What do we need to find here? DE value will be given. What do we need to find? BC value. Substitute this 5 here, students. 5 is equals to 1 by 2 into BC. If you want to find BC, what happens to 2? Yes, it goes to the other side. 5 2s are BC is equals to 10 centimeters. Can you see the difference? So these are the two things you have to write. Is this clear? Did you all understand? So for every triangle, we'll have three midpoint lines, students. We have three midpoint lines. First is DE. Now what I'll do, I'll take another midpoint on side BC. I'll name it as F. I'll join this line, blue line. Next, I'll draw another line. Another green one from E to F. Okay, D to F, E to F. So we have three colors here: yellow, blue, and green. Now, for every triangle, any given triangle, you'll have three midpoint lines. Three midpoint lines. Let us take the first line DE, students. So DE is parallel to which one? What's the opposite line we have? Opposite side. DE is parallel to BC. First concept. Next, write the first point. Second point, same. DE will be equal to what? Half of BC. Is this clear? Did you all understand? Now let me take another line. DF. Look at the blue line DF. DF is parallel to which one? What's the side opposite to DF we have? Which line? I want you all to respond. Not EC. Then triangle AC. DC, which is parallel to what? AC. Then what's the formula for DF? DF is equals to half of AC. Look at DE. Yellow lines. Look at the yellow lines. Next, green line. What's the next one, students? What's the next one we have? What's the next one? Where AB? EF. EF is parallel to which one? Look at the green line. AB. Then what's the formula? EF will be half of? Right? Make a note. Be quick. Look at the green lines, yellow line, blue line. Completed? All of you done? Only first three questions will solve. First four, three or four. Shall we start solving the question? You have to just figure out the midpoint, students. If you figure out midpoint, it is easy to solve. Look at the first one. In first question, draw the diagram like this. A, B, C, and we have midpoints, triangle. F, E, F, D. Now what is the first question given? Tell me the first one. AB is equals to how much? AB is equals to 6.2. This entire thing is 6.2. If I take AP, what's the midpoint line I have to take? Which midpoint line I have to take? DE, right? So what's the formula? DE or ED? You can write anything. DE will be parallel to which one? AB. How do you find DE value? Can you see the first question they asked? Find DE. So DE is equals to half of AB. How do you find DE? Half of what is AB value? So what is 6.2? The answer is 3.1. 3.1. I have written 3.1. Now use the second one. DF is given. If DF is given, DF is parallel to which one? AC. Use the formula. Find the value of AC, students. This is the first one. Second question. DF is given. DF. Then just write DF is parallel. You have to write this theorem. DF is parallel to AC. Therefore, DF. The midpoint line will be equal to half of AC. Check what value is given. Substitute. Find the other one. (7.6). Which value is given here? DF or AC? DF. 3.8 is equals to half of AC. How do you find AC? 3.8 into 2 will get multiplied. 7.6 centimeters. You'll get 7.6. So look here. AC is 7.6. And we have DF is 3.8. What's the third part, students? What do we need to find? All of you will complete it? Done with this? What's the third point, students? Third point. If perimeter is 21, what do we need to find? Look here. If you need to find FE, FE is parallel to which one? BC. If you need to find FE, we should definitely find BC, right? But here have they given BC value? Instead of that, what they have given? What they have mentioned? What is perimeter value? Perimeter is equals to 21. If perimeter is given, use perimeter. What is perimeter of a triangle? AB plus AC is equals to 21. In this, what are the two things we have found? What is AB? Did you understand the concept? Through this, which value will we get, students? What value will you get? Yes. Apply in this formula, find the answer. BC is equals to 21. Add 7.6 and 6.2, subtract it. Just because perimeter is given, we are using perimeter formula to get BC value. Actually, the concepts are easy. The thing is, lot of chapters for 80 marks. In maths, they give lot of chapters. FE is parallel. FE is equals to half of BC. Find the value of BC and substitute. We'll get F. 1 minute. Completed. Hello. Yes. What's the value, students? Perimeter is what? 27 minus 7.6 plus 6.2 is how much? Yes. 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay. Tell me BC, students. 21 minus 13 point. No. How come 13.4? Well, are adding or subtracting? You added 8, right? 13.8. So what's the value? 7.28. Very good. 7.2. If you need to find FE, substitute 1 by 2 into 7.2. What's the answer? 3.6 centimeters. Did we get all the values? 3.6 is the answer. So you'll get only one question like this for midpoint. Check the main and try to do it. Next question. Look at the next one. Right angle is given. In a right angle, L, P, Q, M, N value is given. Okay, give me 5 minutes to take 5 minutes break. We'll continue at 9 p.m. Give me 5 minutes. I'll just be back. Okay, shall we solve this question? Look in online. Right angle. What are the values given, students? LM is how much? Entire value of LM is 9. What about MN? MN is 12. Right angle, right? It's a right angle. What if they don't give LN, students? If they don't give LN, how will you find LN value? Unmute and answer. If they don't give ln, you have to use Pythagoras theorem. Yes, but here they have given it. Here they have given in exam. If they don't give, use Pythagoras theorem. Fine. What do we need to find here? Perimeter of trapezium. First question. We need to find perimeter of what? MNQP. What is perimeter of MNQP, students? It's outer distance. What are the four things you have to add? PQ plus. Correct. Look at this. Look at this. This is trapezium, right? Isn't it trapezium? Yes, it's trapezium. PQ plus QN plus NM plus PM. Okay, we know what is. Okay, let us see PQ, students. What is PQ? Read this sentence. P and Q are what? Midpoint of. Tell me. P and Q are midpoint of. Okay. If LM is 9, what about PM, students? What about PM? If midpoint is P, what did I tell you? Distance will be equal. LM is equals to 9. Then what is MP or PM value? PM is equals to. Yes, very good. In the same way, LN is equals to 15. Midpoint is Q. What is the distance between Q and 7.5? The other side also will be 7.5. So what is QN? QN is 5. What is MN value? MN is. So PM is 4.5. QN 7.5. PM is equals to, sorry, MN is equals to 12. Which value is missing? Which one we need to find? PQ. If you want to find PQ, you have to use midpoint concept. What is midpoint? PQ is parallel to which one? Very good, MN. Then what is the formula, students? PQ is equals to half of. What is MN? Well, so you should show all this calculation. What is the value of PQ? 6. Add up all this. Did you all understand? All of you all understood this? Okay, only two questions. Two and one more will solve. Three and complete this. What's the second part? Area of trapezium. Okay, use area formula, students. Area of trapezium and find area. I have taught you to find perimeter. You find area. Check the textbook for formula. Sum of parallel sides into height. What is area of trapezium formula, students? Half into sum of parallel sides. What are the parallel sides here? PQ plus MN multiplied by distance between them. Which is distance between them? Which one is the distance you all think? PM is the distance or QN, which is a straight line? PM is a straight line, PM. Substitute all the values, find area. Enough. These two enough. We'll try one previous year question and one or two triangle question. Okay, so start revision, students. After dinner, you can start revision. Half into 12 plus PQ, we found it to be as, what is PQ? Into PM, what is PM? LM is 9, PM is 4 point, half into 18 into 4.5. This will give you the answer for area of trapezium. Later go through area, students. Area and perimeter, rectangle, isosceles, equilateral, trapezium. See, even here we use trapezium. In spite of midpoint, though being it midpoint chapter, we are using trapezium formula. Then go through the circumference concept. Okay, you get 9 into 4.5. 4.5 you can write it as 45 by 10. How much is 9 into 4.5? The answer is 40.4 centimeter square. 40.4 centimeter. Shall we try the next one? Completed all of you? One midpoint. We'll see if there is question here. There was one midpoint here. Can you see this question? We solved now midpoint question. So there are chances if they want, they might give this, or the one more which we solved, students. One more they might give. Okay, if you get this midpoint, same concept, midpoint theorem. Just know we did this. Only thing is values are different. Can you see the values? Will you all be able to do it? I'll skip this, students. Will you all be able to do it? You're try it later. And one more question. See this one. They'll tell you to prove. It's a simple concept. I'll just quickly tell you all. This third question, not third one, fourth one. Look at the fourth one. If DEF are midpoints, diagram is not given. First, let us draw diagram A, B, C. Now tell me what are the midpoints, students. D is midpoint to which one? D is midpoint to AB. Next, E is midpoint to. Let me take C. E. Next, F is midpoint to. So this is a midpoint, a triangle formed using midpoint. Now the concept here is they might ask for MCQ. If the area of the larger triangle is 100, then the midpoint will be half of it. Remember what will be the area of midpoint? If area of larger circle is 100, what is 100 divided by 2? It will literally be 50. You can write it. Even perimeter, if perimeter of the larger triangle is 50, what will be the perimeter of smaller triangle? 25, and vice versa. Sometimes they'll give you perimeter of smaller triangle, they'll ask you bigger triangle. If it's a midpoint theorem, it is definitely double, students, twice. Okay, They might ask for MCQ. Next one. What do you have to prove here? Can you tell me what you have to prove? Prove that DEF is what? Equilateral. What have they given here? AB, BC, and CA. What kind of triangle is this? Equilateral, which means yes. And we have to prove DE. From first draw a diagram. Draw a diagram. Which three sides are equal in the bigger triangle? AB is equals to BC is equal to AC. What's the reason? Why are they equal? Because of equilateral triangle. What is ABC, students? ABC is equilateral triangle. Now there are three midpoints. Take the first midpoint. We have to prove even DEF is a midpoint. It's an equilateral triangle. So let us take the first side, DF. See, this is how you have to write. DF is parallel to which one? BC. And what's the formula? DF is equals to? Okay. Bring this BC down. DF, bring this BC down. What is the value? 1 by? In the same way, try the other two. Take the other two midpoint lines and tell me what you get. This is the statement you have to write. This is the first statement. Second statement. Tell me the second one. Take another. Okay, CE. Not CE. Not how can you take CE? Okay, DE. D is AC. Next. DE will be half of. Divide DE by AC, students. What do you get? 1 by 2. Try the next one. I'll tell you the reason. Because you have to prove that DEF is what kind of triangle they have asked. You have to prove DEF is. What do you mean by equilateral? What do you mean by equilateral? All three sides should be equal. That's the reason we are proving. DF is done, DE is done. What's the other one? EF. EF is parallel to AB. Write this. EF is equals to half of AB. Divided. EF divided by. Yes, I think all three. From this, can you tell me the value of DF, DE, and EF? Are they equal or different? Can you see here? DF is equals to DE is equals to EF. All the values are 1, students. Is it 1? Is equals to 1. Therefore, what kind of triangle is DEF? Equilateral. Teacher, you write it like this way. See, each teacher would do it in different ways, students. You can even do it in this way, you'll get marks. So you can write from the above equation. Total how many equations we got? Total how many equations? 3 equations. Look here. Write all these 3. Name this as equation 1. Just put 1. This as equation 2 and this as equation 3. And what will you write? From equation 1, 2 and 3. What are the values, students? From equation 1, 2 and 3, DF is equals to 1. Next, DE is equals to 1 and EF is equals to 1. Are the sides equal? All the sides equal. Therefore, DEF is equals to what? What kind of triangle is this? DF is yes, equilateral triangle. So out of any 3, if you get one question, we have solved the first, second, and fourth one. Choose that main. Midpoint is very simple compared to perimeter, triangle, and circumference. Midpoint is simple. In which one? Midpoint. Nothing here. Just write these 3 steps. Common mistake in the step. While writing, look here. I'll tell what usually students do. This is most repeated mistake. ABC is given. They'll write DE. Which is the midpoint line here? DE or BC? This midpoint line. So this is how we have to write. First thing, DC is parallel to what? BC. Or you can write BC is parallel to. This doesn't make any difference. We'll get marks. But the mistake what they do is they write, you're supposed to write DE students. DE is half of what? Half of BC. This is what you have to write. By mistake, if you write BC is half of DC, is it correct? This is the mistake you should avoid. Always stick on to the midpoint line, students. The midpoint line should always be on the left hand side. Okay, this is one common mistake. If you'll do this, automatically your answer is wrong. Remember this. So write all these things. Very simple. You don't even have to memorize this. Take all the three midpoint lines, use the theorem, write the values. And in the statement, what have they told us? AB, BC, and CA are what? They're already equilateral triangle, right? Even that we can prove. Can you see the values? BC is 2, AC is 2, and AB is 2. You can use the same thing and you can prove it. A midpoint will always be will always be half, students. That is what I told you all. You take any midpoint, the inner triangle will always be half of it. Okay. Now look here. A, B, C, D, E, F. Enough. After this triangle, 1 or 2 questions will solve. It's almost 9:30. Now, area of MCQ question. Area of DEF is equals to 25 centimeters. What's the area of ABC, students? What's the area of smaller triangle? Very good. ABC will be 50. Just double. Fine. If perimeter of ABC is equals to 40, what is the perimeter of DEF? 20. It is half. You should just understand this half and double concept. That's it. Completed this question. Done. Okay. Now triangle. Just 2 questions will end the class. Okay. This perimeter, you all try to solve this. Only thing, the value they have changed, students. Can you see the difference in textbook and your? That is what they'll do. They'll give the same question. Mostly they might repeat the same question with different values. Okay. Now triangle, only one question they have given, this part. Before solving that, I'll give you 2 formulas. Make a note of those 2 formulas in triangle. Tell me. Hmm. In triangle ABC, just ABC, you can write it as BAC, anything. If you take the smaller triangle, you have to mention in triangle. Just draw this symbol in triangle DEF. Just write this and solve it. Okay, now triangle, students. Midpoint is done. Triangles. Look here. What are the different types of triangles we have? Isosceles, equilateral, and scalene. Yes. Now, scalene, we know the property. All 3 angles are different. What about sides? Sides are also different. Is Delisha online? Yeah, I'm teaching triangles, Delisha. Continue from here. I'm teaching triangles. Okay. Scalene, all 3 sides are different. Angles are different, students. Now, what is the sum of triangle? Angle A plus angle B plus C? 1. They'll give you angle B 50 degree. They'll give you angle A 70 degree. You have to find angle C. Write this formula and substitute. 70 plus 50 plus angle C is 1. What is angle C? 180 minus. So what's the answer? 60 degree. Where are all these angles today? They are inside the triangle or outside? So we call this as interior angles. What do you call this? That's the formula for interior angle. Now we have 2 formulas for exterior angle. Interior angle formula is done. This is how you solve interior. Now in interior there are 3 types. Scalene, we know what is scalene. Next, isosceles. What do you mean by isosceles? Any two sides are equal? Look, I'll mark it like this. Which two sides are equal? Yes. What's the other property? If these two sides are equal, what about their angle? Opposite angles also will be equal. Now my question is, I'll give only angle B, students. Angle B is 50 degree. I'll tell you to find angle A. Where are these angles? Inside the triangle or outside? So we use only interior angle formula. What's here? Angle A plus angle B plus. We know this is isosceles constant. What is angle B? 50. If angle B is 50, which one will be 50? A or C? C is also. All you have to do is write the statement. Angle B is equals to angle C in bracket isosceles triangle. And it is understood in isosceles triangle opposite angles are equal. Angle A is left. What's the value of angle A, students? 180 minus 180 minus 100 is 80 degree. Is this clear? Isosceles is done. Next, angle A, I'll draw two lines here. Now tell me which two angles are equal. Angle, not side. Angle, which two angles are equal? Yes, draw the lines, children. Just draw lines. Now I'll give you one question. Angle B is equals to 70 degrees. Find angle C. All the triangles are inside the angle A. I need you all to find angle A. So which two angles are equal, students? Which two angles are equal here? If they're equal, can we take it as x? Write the statement. Angle A is equals to angle C in bracket isosceles. Write x, it will be x. Use interior angle formula. Complete it. And there are two exterior angle formula. I'll complete that. You can solve the questions. Okay. Just write interior. A plus B plus C is equals to 180. Angle B 70 is given. Angle A and C, what did we take angle A and C as? X. I want you all to try. Add, subtract, find the value of x. $55. Okay, let me check. 55. Is Anya online? In which topic you have doubt, Anya? Oh, factorization. What about Delicia? Oh, area of perimeter is difficult now. Fine, I'll see. What about Delicia? Which chapter? Midpoint is done. I told you, right? Ah. Midpoint is very easy, Delicia. I told you all to attend. You all didn't attend. I'll upload the recording. Anya, Delicia, later you all can go through. MCQ question, midpoint. At least go through MCQ, students. Definitely you'll get questions from that. What's the answer, students? 2x is equals to 180 minus 70. X is equals to 55 degrees. Angle A is 55. Angle C is also 50. Okay. Anya and Delisha, just concentrate here. After this, I'll teach. This is interior angle. Interior angle. Okay. What if it is equilateral, students? If all three sides are equal, what will be each angle value? All three have to take x. X plus x is equal to 180. Oh, yes, fine. This is all about interior angle. We have two exterior angle. I'll complete, we'll end the class. Okay. Interior concept is done. Now when it comes to exterior, first scale in triangle A, B, C. They'll just extend a line like this and mark the angle. Where is this angle? Inside the triangle or outside? Even if I connect a blue line, how many triangles are there now? Two triangles. For the first triangle, which is exterior, students? For first triangle, which is exterior? Angle C. You can't write angle C here. You can't write angle C. You should write angle ACD, which is exterior ACD. So the concept here is angle ACD is equals to sum of interior opposite angles. What is angle ACD? Exterior angle is equals to angle A plus angle B. This is the formula. Angle A plus angle B. Fine. If I give 50 degrees here, 60 degree, if I tell you to find angle ACD, what's the answer? That's 60, 110. They are not equal, students. Both the sum of these two will be 180. Now, one more concept. If this is a straight line, BCD is a straight line. If I place a protractor here, what's the total value of protractor? 180. If total value is 180, what did we get ACD as? Then what will be this remaining value? 180 minus 110, 70. Look here, I'll tell you. Straight line concept. Exterior angle. This is exterior formula. So one interior I taught you. This is exterior formula. One more we have interior plus exterior. Interior plus exterior angle is equals to 180 degree. Now look at the straight line BCD, in that which is interior angle, students. Which is interior? Which is inside the triangle? Which angle is inside the triangle? Angle C. But you have to write it as angle ACB. Which is exterior? Exterior triangle is D. Their sum should be equal to 180. Now look here. If they ask you to find ACD, use exterior angle. If they ask you to find ACD, exterior angle 110. If they ask you to find ACB, there are two concepts. One, you can use this. What's the other one we can use? Sum of, correct. You can use even sum of interior angle, angle A plus angle B plus angle C. So there are three formulas. What are the three formulas we studied? Interior angle, exterior angle, and interior plus exterior. And these three. Now we'll try one or two questions on this. The second exercise is similarity. Skip that similarity, students. No time. Look at triangles. We'll quickly solve few questions in triangle. First question, second question, you all should try. Just now we completed, right? Can you see AB, AC? If two sides are equal, what kind of triangle is this? They've given isosceles triangle. Now let us do the third main second question. Look at the third main second one, students. A, B, C, D is given. What do we need to find here? X, 30 degree. So we have two triangles here. In second triangle, can you see two lines? They have given AC and CD. Which two sides are equal? Which two sides are equal? AC is equal to CD. So start from the second triangle. In triangle ACD, which two sides are equal? So which two angles will be equal? Draw opposite sides. But you can't write angle A. Angle A is split into two parts. How does it start? Can you see CAD? Okay. Island, if you're getting confused, after midterm, I'll teach you all this, how to name angles. Okay. If you know, you can write. Look here. Don't take entire angle A, student. Start from CAD. So CAD will be equal to which one? Angle D. Both are how many degrees? 30 degrees. So first you have to use triangle ACD. Use interior angle concept for triangle ACD. What are the three angles we have? CAD plus angle D plus. What's the other angle we have? No, you can't write angles. You should write AC. Yes. CAD is 30 degree, D is 30. Find the value of ACD. ACD is equals to 180 minus 60 is 120. So we have 120 here. This 120 is interior for which triangle? Oh, but the same 120 is exterior for which triangle? ABC, it is the exterior. Look here. If I erase this line, you'll understand. Let me erase this. Now can you see this line? ACD, which is exterior now? ACD, right? I need to find X value, students. So use exterior formula. What is exterior formula? Exterior angle ACD is equals to sum of interior angles, right? What are the sum of interior angle? Angle A plus angle C. No, where is angle C here? You shouldn't take angle C. Exterior is yes. So 120 is equals to angle A 65 plus X. Subtract, you'll get plus. Yeah, you can use even line method. Who asked it? Who has the yes, silent. You can use. Very good. You can use even line method. Which is line here? Straight line. But if you use straight line method, which angle will you get? Angle C. Then again, after finding C, X. Which formula we use? Sum of interior. So that is two, you need to do twice, right? Two calculation is required. Yeah, it is lengthy. If you want, you can try that. That is lengthy. Instead of that, use one formula, students. Exterior angle. What is X value? 120 minus 65. 55 degrees. Understood? Is this clear, all of you all? Okay. Why did we start second triangle, students? What's the reason why we started second triangle? What's the reason? Why did we start from the ABC first triangle? If you are able to find out this, it is very easy to solve. The reason we started second triangle is one angle measurement is given, 30 degree. Then what kind of triangle is this? Second triangle is what kind of triangle? In first triangle, have they mentioned anything in first triangle? No. So it's not possible to solve. Second triangle, we got an idea, isosceles triangle. If it is isosceles, any two angles will be equal. Okay, any two angles will be equal. So that is how you solve. So fourth main, first and second, you'll try it. Okay, I've done it, students. So always start from the value, whichever has more value, you can start that. Start with that triangle. Okay, can you tell me the second, fourth main, first and second, which triangle will you all start? Fourth main, first, oh, another 5 minutes. D is given here, C. Tell me properly, students, where two sides the lines are marked? In which two sides? AD and DC. AD and DC lines are marked. Anything else? Even on BD line is marked. Can you see BD? Okay. Now you all write the formulas and try it later. Which triangle will you start, students? ABD. Very good. In ABD, which two angles are equal? So this one also will be 50 degree. If both are 50, what about this B? 180 minus 100, this is 80. This 80 degree is exterior to which one? Angle ADC, right? Isn't it exterior? Now look, what is exterior angle formula, students? Is exterior sum of interior. Okay, this is 80 degree. Look at this. You have to write it like this. In triangle ADC, which two angles are equal in triangle ADC? Which one? Angle A is equals to angle, both are x, right? Use exterior angle. What is exterior for angle ADC? AD. Yeah, that's what DAC. Oh, you're correct. You write DAC and angle C. So use exterior, students. ADB is equal to what? What is exterior angle? Sum of interior. ADB is equal to what? DAC plus angle. What is ADB value we got? What are the other two values you have to take? What do you get? Is this clear? Depends on which triangle you all choose. We'll see what kind of question we have got. Last question. Okay, we have one question here, triangle question. Can you see this triangle question? What is given, students? Find the value of what? X and? Yes, unmute and answer. Last one. We'll solve this last one. And can you see the word called angle bisector? AC is bisector. Which line is bisector here, students? Remember, I forgot to explain. When we talk about bisector, the values are equal. If this is 50 degree, what about the other one? 50. Remember, it will be 50. The meaning of bisector is equal angle. Okay, let me take this diagram. We'll solve this. Last question. Whoever had skipped midpoint, MCQ, go through that. Those two are easy and important. See, 75 degrees is given. We need to find angle Y. Okay, tell me the first triangle, students. Which triangle will you start? There are two triangles. What are the two triangles we have? Yes, what are the two triangles we have? ABC and ADC. Yes. So which triangle shall we start, students? In which triangle value is given and signs are given? In triangle, very good, ABC. Which two angles are equal? You can't write angle C. You should write angle ACB is equals to angle C. Because C is split into two angles, right? C is split into two. If B is 75, what will be the value of ACB? Both are 70. If both are 75, how do you find value of X? Which formula we apply? Very good. Exactly. All three angles are inside the triangle. If you're answered like this from Friday onwards, from Friday, we could have completed entire thing. All these days, you all were dull, no response. All of a sudden, you are answering. Apply interior angle concept, students. What are the interior angle we have? ACB plus, angle B plus, angle CA, 180 degree. Find the value of X. Yes, find the value of X. 75 plus 75 plus X is equals to 180. 75 plus 75 is? What is X? If X is 30, what about, we'll go to second triangle. From second triangle, we'll enter into the, from bottom one to top triangle, students. We'll enter the next one. In triangle, which one? ADC. Which is angle bisector here? Which line is angle bisector? Yes. AC is angle bisector. What is the value of angle DAC, students? DAC will be equal to which one? X. What is X? Very good. See, angle DAC will be equal to, angle A is bisector, right? Angle A is bisector. So angle DAC is equal to angle CAB. If both are equal to X, both are 30 degrees. So we have entered the second triangle, students. Now look at the second triangle. In exam, if you want, you can split the triangle. What kind of triangle is second one? Which two sides are equal? Correct. Which two sides are equal? No, no. Angle. I'm not asking sides. Which two angles? Angle A is equals to angle C. If angle A is 30 degree, what is angle C? How will you find angle Y in this? Sum of interior angles. So Y would be what, students? 180 minus 30 plus 30. Answer. I've taught you all the method. There is no time. You all do it step by step. Okay. Enough. You can have dinner and revise the other things. Area, perimeter, whatever chapter is left, just go through that, students. So midpoint. First check the question. Midpoint. This, whichever you all feel easy, you'll have to attempt. Understood? Any doubts in this? All right. Okay. See, in the group I've sent this student. Which paper is this? Can you see 2022? 24 I solved. 24 I solved. If you want to practice, solve this 22. Don't start from textbook. Start from this 2022. Look here. Can you see all this triangle? They have given very simple questions. 2022 is very simple. And most of the chapters you all don't have. Just ignore that and practice. Area of a triangle is given 20 centimeter. All this thing. Now, most important thing. One more thing. What mistake they do is when you try to attempt, students. When you try to attempt, how many minutes they give reading time? 10 minutes. The first thing I'll tell you in 10 minutes, as soon as you get the paper, first thing go through the trigonometry question. The reason is, can you see 30 degree, 90 degrees here? In between, yeah, you won't remember the answer, students. Because of pressure, you won't remember. So first thing, remember this point. First thing, go through trigonometry question and check whether you need to write the table. Okay, practice the table. Do you all remember table? How to write the table? Practice. In the last page, pencil, start writing the value. Tell me the value for sine. What are the first values? You can write. You can write 3 by 2, 1 by root 2. Sorry, 0 half 1 by root 2, 1. Go through sine and go through tan, students. What is tan? 0, 1 by root 3, 1, undefined. Very good. 1 root 3 undefined. This is what you have to get. Right. If you remember this, you'll be able to solve. If not, better write the table. It would hardly take 2 minutes. 2 minutes, complete the table. First point. Next. Never start with MCQ. Don't even go through MCQ. Skip MCQ. Skip MCQ. Start from the second question. Can you see the second one? This is how your paper is going to be. There is no changes. Anya, you listening? Delicia, Anya? Never skip skip MCQ, students. Do it in the last. And what about last? The paper is for 2.5 hours. Do they tell you all the timings? Yeah. After 2.5 hours, will they tell you about the timing? Like how many minutes left? Both things? Okay, if you ask your teacher, you just ask how many minutes is left. Last half an hour, use it for MCQ, students. Don't spend more than half an hour. MCQ, use half an hour. Okay. As soon as once you complete 2 hours, 15 minutes or 2.5 hours, stop writing other things. Start with MCQ. Okay. And one more thing, don't try to ask your friends. MCQ, each one will give different answer. If you'll not, do it. If not, give mark random. Okay, try to do it on your own. I know MCQ, most of you will start discussing. During the class, you ask your friends, each one will give different answer. There are 4 options. Fine. So try to do the MCQ in the last. Never start in the beginning. You'll spend more time and you'll waste. Next, question 2 and question 3. Is it compulsory or do you need to skip? It's compulsory. You can't skip. That's correct. From section B, you can skip. So section 2 and 3, students, read properly and do. Don't skip any question. Read properly and do it. Okay. For example, you got all the easy questions. Any one question you get from tough, either from perimeter or circumference, where you don't know how to solve. Don't skip the question. Write the formulas. What you have to write? The data given and formula. If possible, if diagram, just draw the diagram. Out of 3 marks, at least you'll get 1.5 mark for data, formula, and diagram. But never skip the question. Don't leave it blank. Then question 2. Before attempting, check. Okay, check which question. What are the chapters you'll are thorough in? Factorization. You know what are the chapters, right? So perimeter area, check in which main perimeter and area chapter questions are tough. Mostly you'll get equilateral, trapezium. Practice those students. I think even this is fine. Go through circumference. Just quickly scan where circumference question is given. If you know, you attempt that main. If not, skip that main. Then midpoint. I think midpoint and triangle is fine. You'll get easy question. Most important is this circle. Fine. How many mains you have to attempt out of 7? Any 4. Not 5 or 4. Only 4. Yeah. Okay. Only 4. I'll tell you one more thing. You can attempt 4 students, 4 main. If you have additional time after completing MCQ, everything, if additional time is there, attempt another 1 or 2 mains extra. Is this clear? Did you understand? If you have time, first go through the paper, everything. In the last, attempt 1 or 2 main. The reason is, out of 4 main students, see, you attempt 4 mains here. In the next one, you attempt 1 main. So total how many mains you have attempted? 5. So what teacher will do, in whichever 5, in out of 5, or think you attempted 6 mains, totally attempted 6 mains. Out of 6, whichever has highest marks, whichever main has highest marks, they will consider those 4 mains. Did ma'am tell you about this? No? Okay, first attempt any 4 students. Look here, I'll tell you this. First attempt any 4 MCQ, complete everything. Complete all the question. Then last, if there is time, okay, if there is time, 4 mains already done. How many marks is this 4 mains for? 40, right? So look here. In first main, think out of 10 marks you got 8. Second main you got 6. Third main you got 7. Fourth main you got 5. Apart from this, additional, if you have additional time, try to attempt 5th main or 6th main. In 5th main, okay, in 5th main, by luck you get 8 marks. In 6th main, you have attempted for 7 marks. So how will teacher calculate the marks? How many mains will she consider? It considers the highest marks. Can you see here? They will take these 4 main students. They'll ignore 6 and 5. Understood? You all can ask, instead of writing second and third, why can't I directly do 5th and 6th? That depends on you. If you're able to guess the answers, guess the formulas, everything, you can directly do first main, third main, 5th main, and 6th main. Okay. So don't start the paper as soon as you get, go through this section B. First trigonometry, write the table, then go through section B and attempt the questions. Fine? Did you understand? See, this type question you skip, student. Proving question, it's a similarity question, skip that. Whichever main has similarity, just skip that. Okay, we have done everything. Now you all have to revise and do it. Tomorrow, once your test gets over, send me the paper. Just send a message how you all completed it. Okay, just a minute, Anya. Is it clear, others? Okay, practice all the formulas. Do well, students. After their test, I'll upload this recording. You can watch it later. Okay, send a message after you, once you complete. Send me the question paper and tell me how you'll do. Fine. So next class, when is your last exam? 30th. 30th Tuesday. Okay, after that you take holiday. We'll start on Friday. Friday or next month. Okay. After your last exam, you take 2-3 days holidays. After that, start with the next topic. Fine, students. Do well. All the best. You all can leave. All of you. Yes, do well. All the best. Yeah, Delicia, stay online. Delicia, Anya, stay online. Others, yes. Good. Yeah. Good night. You all can leave. Yeah, tell me. Till 12 or 12:30 clear. Okay, you send a message. I'll see. Okay, you send a message. If I'm awake, I'll tell. I'll tell you. That is only the ones which you know here. Okay. All these days, yeah, you all had missed. So last moment, you shouldn't try to score out of out. It is not possible. It is definitely not possible. Whatever you practice, revise that. Revise that and let me know if you have any doubts. Okay, you can leave. Yes, good night. Yes, good night. Abigail, what is it? Which one? Okay, fine. Delicia and Anya. Delicia, which chapter Delicia? Which chapter? Okay, you told me, I remember frequency, right? Fine, frequency distribution. Anya, Delicia. Did you all go through this? Wait, let me end the